Hey Goblins and Goblettes, it's Snell, and today's video I'm going to be showcasing how you can quickly level up your Mercantile skill in the Oblivion Remastered. Now, a quick little too long didn't watch. This video does contain an exploit as basically the fastest way to level up your Mercantile skill is to sell the highest value item that you can. And I'm going to duplicate said item that you can easily get at the beginning of the game and just sell that to basically go from the lowest mercantile stat to the highest mercantile stat and also amass millions of gold along the way. So if you don't care for exploits and you don't want to watch a video that does that, I get it. But at the same time, the logic behind leveling mercantile is still the same. So what you can take away from this video is just sell the highest value items you can to your merchants. So ideally you want to find very high value items, 1,000 plus. If you can max out their budget, what the Oblivion NPCs are willing to sell up towards when you're selling an individual item, that's great. And I just want to preface this because the original Oblivion game did not attribute value to the mercantile experience. It was just the number of sales. So if you're coming into this game with base level knowledge of previously, people would sell a stack of arrows, one arrow at a time, and that would level up mercantile very quickly. It's actually more profitable to sell a large stack of arrows because that's going to be overall higher value. So you'll get more experience at doing that way. So again, thank you for watching. If that's all you want, if you want to stay in and watch me actually do it and showcase how to do it and what items to do it so that you can do it yourself faster, well, thank you for watching, and we'll jump into that. I'm going to jump into a fresh save so that, because this character, unfortunately, already has max mercantile skill. So me showcasing it isn't going to actually show you you're not going to hear the level ups, so I'm going to go into a fresh character and I will see you in that character. Future Snell here, just to showcase off that I'm doing this on a fresher character, and that will get our mercantile skill up to level 100 very fast. As you can see, mercantile is not this character's major skill, it's its minor skill. It is an imperial, so it does start with a higher mercantile skill. I believe they get a plus 10 to mercantile. So we have 15 mercantile, but as you can see from the experience bar, we have no experience in the mercantile system. So just getting into it, all you really need here is you need an empty container that is not marked as stolen. The market district is great for that. All these containers you can loot. So any one of these will use it. Doesn't matter. This is my favorite crate. This is my favorite box. I love box.
What did he say?
But what you're going to do is you're going to empty the container contents of it. Sorry. You're going to empty the contents of the container. Open it up. You're going to hit the F key to search. I don't know what this would be on your Xbox or PlayStation or a controller. Or I really don't know how this works on a controller, because my understanding is it works because I'm dragging things over. But I'm going to take the item of high value that I have here, which is this Helmet of the Lemur. Don't worry about this. You can use the Scroll of the Chameleon that you get at the beginning of the tutorial. It doesn't really matter. I just happen to have an item of higher value to make this work. So I'm going to enter the high value item that I'm going to duplicate, and then I'm going to drag the stack of items. So in this case, the largest stack I have is 27 iron arrows. If you have more iron arrows, you can, use 100. It doesn't matter what the actual stack is, as long as the stack is great enough to, have the window to pop up of how many you want to enter. From this window, we're going to keep our highlight on the item we want to duplicate, and we're going to quickly hit enter twice. That's going to duplicate it, so we now have 27 helmets of the lemur. These have a value of 1,054. Now I'm not going to be able to sell them for that unless my mercantile skill was 100, but it's worth it. We're going to talk to Calendal for two reasons. Calendal has a gold limit of 1,000, which is useful for us right now. He also sells the hands of the Atronach, which is what we're looking for. So I'm going to sell 26 of these to him. I'm going to try and haggle, see if I can maybe get this sell for maybe 55% of the value. We get a little bit more gold. Yeah, and once I'm done selling all these, we'll jump back into the video. Okay, so we've sold 26 of the 27. I'm going to keep one because I was wearing this helmet on this save file, so I might as well keep it. But we now have 15,263 gold. That's more than enough to buy the Hands of the Atronach, which we're going to buy. And now we're going to jump back to our favorite box and duplicate those items again. So in this case, instead of putting the Helmet of the Lamer, I'm going to put the Hands of the Atronach in. I'm going to take my iron arrows, quickly duplicate it. I now have 27. And if you want to get more, you can just take one from the stack and take your stack again and then drag it over, hit enter. You can do it a couple more times. Now I have 105 Hands of the Atronach. I am over encumbered by like 5,000 pounds. But at least in Oblivion Remastered, it's only 1,000. But at least in Oblivion Remastered, you are not stuck when you're over encumbered. Unlike the original game, it has the Skyrim system of you're allowed to keep walking and whatnot. But anyways, we're going to continue with Calendar. Our overall target to make money is going to be Orlan Way. Actually, it's not going to be Orlan Way. It'll be Niflus Olam, but we're gonna focus on Calendar right now.
Only quality goods
Because we don't have a high enough mercantile skill. But right now, we're going to pay close attention. So I'm going to sell one of these Hands of the Atronach. When you hit...
You drive a hard bargain.
And you didn't hear it because of his voice, but maybe you caught it. You heard the skill level up behind it. So because although these are selling for 1,000, which is basically 2 helmets of the lemur, we're getting a level up every time we sell it. And the reason why that is because the value of the item is actually over 1,000. It's 7,000. So that 7,000 is really, really worth it.
That seems a fair.
And because I've sold him 10, I got 10 levels of Mercantile, which now put me at apprentice level instead of novice. So I no longer are the value of the item is no longer determined by the condition of the item. So merchants may also offer you better items at this level. So we're gonna quickly sell this, and we're gonna get to we're just gonna get to 50. So I sell 25 more. Oh, I got this right. This item should mark us at level 50, I believe.
A good price.
There it is. So we just sold 25 more Hands of the Atronach, and that will sell. We've now gotten to level 50. So we've already gotten from level 15 to level 50. This has been, obviously I've edited this, but this has been 8 minutes of recording. I'm going to sell 25 more, and that should put us at 75. And if my math is correct, this one should put us at 75. There we go. So now, again, this has only been 9.5 minutes of recording on my end. In your end, maybe 3 seconds have passed. I'll put some fancy fade in. All merchants in the world now have 500 more gold available, and you can invest in a shop to permanently increase the merchant's available gold by an additional 500%. Or 500 gold, sorry. 500%. So what that means is I could talk to any merchant I want, except for, because for some reason in Oblivion Remastered, merchants who sell spells you cannot invest in. I don't know why the reason is, but if they sell spells you cannot invest, there is normally an option right here. So normally, Orlan Way would be very worth it. You can sell, she has 2,500 gold. You could increase her gold by 500 and then sell more. So these 45 Hands of the Atronach that I have, I could sell for a total of 112,000 gold, 113,000 gold total. But because she doesn't have it, I'm not going to do that. What we are going to do is we're going to go to a merchant now that does have that. And I'll just cut on the other end of this door. And through the magic of editing, I'm now here. So we're in the Merchant's Inn, still in the Imperial Market. And we're going to talk to Nilthus Omelian.
Good day.
He's, again, a DLC. He's not true DLC in Oblivion Remastered, but in the base game, he was a DLC merchant added through the Battlehorn Castle plugin. So with him, he does have the 2,000 base gold because my mercantile skill is now 75. He's got an extra 500 gold, and I can invest 500 gold in him. And with that, I can now barter, sell this. So now, because I have 45, I make way more money. I might even be able to aggle, get that up to maybe 70%. It doesn't change the value of this because his gold is maxed out, but that will help with this.
That's a good deal.
So as you can see, we're leveling, and if I sell 25 more of these, we'll be at 100. Now, alrighty, and there we go with that one. We have now sold our last Hands of the Atronach to max out our mercantile skill. Basically, at this point, anything we sell will always be at the best price possible, and merchants now offer you the best items at their disposal. So they'll, always have the best items that they could have in their inventory at the time. But yeah, it didn't take a whole lot of time. This recording, 15 minutes total. The video edited to be a lot shorter than that. And yeah, quickly made, about an eighth of a million, 125,000 gold septims, 126 if we're rounding up. That's it. That's how you can easily master your mercantile skill. If you do not use this exploit, it's gonna take a little bit longer. But if you have very high value items that are above, 2,000, 3,000 gold, you'll very quickly level up your mercantile skill and never have to worry about getting the worst prices ever. And I will recommend use Nilphus O'Melion for all your sales, just because he does have some of the highest gold limits in the game. Him, and along with a few other merchants, have it. But anyways, I hope if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and again, I want to thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great day.